get to Islam Makhachev taking on Dustin Poirier. We were all sitting there watching this fight as we were waiting for Dustin to finish his story. His story was to become a world champion, and he's mentioned how much he wants to become a world champion. He's been an interim champion, but he's never been the world champion. He's had multiple times, 3 opportunities. I can't remember the last person who got 3 opportunities to fight for a world title. The person that comes to mind is Uriah Faber, which is another gentleman who's done everything in his career. He's made the money. He's had the big trilogy fights, but he's never been a world champion. And then you look at Dustin Poirier, we can say the exact same thing. Dustin Poirier has got the red penny night against Conor McGregor. He's made all the money. He's had the opportunity to fight for the belt 3 times to come up short, and he's been finished every single time. Finished by Khabib, finished by Charles Oliveira, and now finished by Islam Makhachev. Now, let's talk about the things that Islam did very well. Now, Islam, I said he was a better version of Khabib. And when I sit there, I still think he is, but I think Khabib does things a lot more aggressively, right? I just think Khabib knows how to fight better. And I feel like Islam's probably fought better competition. I don't know, but Islam is better on the feet because he was actually, I think he outstruck Dustin Poirier, right? Like he was doing a good job with the right hand, both southpaw to southpaw, so no free body kicks. But each time they would exchange, he would back up and shoot the double leg. You can defend 8, 10, 11, 12 takedowns from these guys, but they're going to keep on coming. And when they get the right takedown that can secure the position to get the submission, they're going to secure it and they're going to finish you. And that's what happened in the 5th round against Dustin Poirier. Now, one of the things that he did very well that I really liked was that there's a couple times in the fight where he walked across distance, he walked across the void, grabbed Dustin's hands, and put him in a clinch. That stutters Dustin's offense, right? When he's sitting here, he's pulling his shorts up, and the Islam comes across the void and grabs him. He's like, oh, he grabs me, he's pulling my head down. Now I start hitting the body, then he hits me with that beautiful lead knee and crossed the void and took him down. Now, the grappling exchange, when we broke down Dustin Poirier versus Khabib, Khabib would focus on securing the wrestling position and then starting to punch him. So when you look at what Islam did, Islam took it down, went after the post, pushed him down off the post, and then looking for the choke. Then he would take his back, put the body triangle in, and then he was always looking for the choke. A lot of people don't like that, right? A lot of the fans are like, boo, boo. You guys don't understand. You guys aren't educated. That is a check move. If Dustin Poirier makes a wrong move, it is checkmate. The game is over. So Islam did a good job of nullifying the back, putting the body triangle in, and when he's doing the body triangle, he's also compressing on Dustin Poirier's diaphragm. It's a horrible position to be in because you can't get something off your back. Later in the rounds, Dustin's takedown defense started to get a lot better, and then he started doing something a little bit better. It was anti-wrestling, wrestling against Islam, which there was a lot of opportunities that he could have wrestled against Islam. But here's the thing, a lot of people are scared to wrestle the wrestler. But once you wrestle the wrestler, when he did the switch, he actually got up off his feet. Islam said, I was actually shocked that he was a lot harder to deal with. Dustin spent 6 weeks with Gamrot, getting back to his feet. If you wrestle the wrestler, it puts something in the mind like, oh wow, he's actually wrestling me, and that's going to deplete his gas tank even more because Islam's wrestling is designed to hold somebody down, not to out wrestle somebody, even though he will, but you're throwing something else on the puzzle instead of defending yourself the whole entire time. And that's one of the things that Dustin started to do later in the rounds, but it was just a little too late. And then Islam hit him with that beautiful leg drag where he grabbed the leg and he swung around. It basically takes you off your balance. I've been hit with it a couple times in the gym. They used to do it with my hands, and it just throws your body around. Islam hit him with that, and Dustin went flying, and then Islam followed him up, grabbed the guillotine, and sat down and slowly worked in that Darce choke, Darce or Anaconda, whatever we want to call it, worked in a Darce choke, and then that made Dustin Poirier tap because he had the leg and he had him hunched, and there was nowhere else for Dustin to go.